Here is the challenger, Thabiso, the Rock Mchuno.
And next his opponent across the ring,
WBO Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Oleksandr Usyk.
Turn to your corner and wait the bell. Good luck.
And now a dominant champion.
In the past as a puncher's division.
Usyk is very tall for this weight class, knows that he has a very crafty guy in front of him. Unfortunately, The Rock is not really.
So it's a matchup of knockout power.
Usyk is such that the hope is dominate this division and join this new exciting.
The opening bell, when asked about his fighting style, play. I use my feet to set.
And that he does. Good hook, gotten a little respect early from Usyk.
The height, which he makes his advantage, Roy.
And he can't reach them, but it's not like that's really not the
heavyweights try to deal with Levi Billups, who was him.
Makes it very difficult.
Cruiserweight, Terry Norris's older brother. Norris was much more conventional than this.
And what I like about Usyk is that he wants to wait until he gets that one opening.
Until it's going to matter.
Until it's going to definitely land.
Remarkable.
Be patient. Don't be too eager. Work behind your jab. You understand?
And number 2 guy.
Boxer, a guy who he thinks a lot of, thinks very highly of. No, he comes.
Is such an extraordinary trainer, apparently, that the Olympic team credit him.
Five medals in London.
Yeah, the trainer, so who else could you credit?
Amazing. History in boxing of great fighters having tries dating back to Jack Dempsey. Roy Jones with Montel Griffin, who was a fighter who gave you more problems this year, was a little hesitant about his billing right now.
Well, see, now you... First of all, he didn't going to let him use his patience. I would use my patience with Fade.
Well, he won like 3 rounds from you at a time from you.
True, but what it was that he was, why should I go give him the opportunity to...
1 round in the rematch.
Right, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
So had
Griffin is a silver medalist, by the way.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. Punch, that makes him really effective, and that's what makes him like he's a tall guy.
Launching elections to go in round 2 is still almost all hand much at all. And land a couple of times upstairs. More damage early than Usyk has been able to do. There's a good straight jab by Mchuno.
Right now he has the lead on see can he hurt Mchuno? Can he get him some respect?
Usyk was the underdog in this summer to take Lavac. Thabiso Mchuno, who comes from in an agricultural area of sparring partners, a chance to improve, and ever since. Usyk.
Leaning back on that back foot, making right hand.
Yeah, that's what makes it impressive, Max, and that's so awkward for a guy like Usyk, because it's a really dangerous thing, because you never know when you think you're out of range and you're not, and that's what Mchuno is doing here.
Because when he leads, he's missing into counters.
Usyk beginning to find
using it enough, Max. Right there,
the target just a little bit more consistently.
When you're that tall, you have to use that jab and keep your distance. Very dangerous thing, a fighter.
There's something about the rhythm scene in African fighters who seem to fight timings off, Roy.
Yeah, coming in when he's not. He fights in or when he's going to take the lead on you. And right there, thought he had a left hand behind it.
And wound up getting hit on the chin from Mchuno.
Well, that's maybe carrying the fight so far. Styles and rhythms to their style. Eastern European and maybe also South African. A lot of American figers. And
well, this is not typical South African, I don't think, boxing. You don't really see the war from South Africa, and he's not, I mean, he's very difficult.
I think also that the world is becoming, as trainers jump from country to country and fighters train.
It's a shorter man out jabbing.
On this right hook, constantly land. I want him just enough to strike the right.
He can turn into a hook whenever he wants.
First 3 rounds.
Okay, Jim, I got a 2 rounds to 1. 28 to Mchuno was the only guy in there fighting. I mean, I thought Usyk opened up. He saw who fights, and he started throwing his left hand. Mchuno.
Harold makes Usyk unleashed, so Usyk begins to get a little bit full.
Yeah, Jim, but the thing you don't like about it, that's not a good thing, because there you go, that go good. Is his shot. Now he's throwing a good left hand.
Mchuno has also taken away one of the things of this fight. He said he likes to play. He is a fighter who thrives off. Henko is kind of like that at times nowadays. dominate their opponent.
Mchuno as an opponent, because Mchuno is not going to allow you. He's serious. He's going to like that. He's going to be right on top of things. Now,
Usyk thrown off enough by Mchuno's timing that he wasn't even really trying to count, particularly in the last minute. He's been countering freely and
threw a left hand that was about a foot short.
That's what I mean when I say he doesn't opportunity to play much.
I thought Usyk may have parried it with his shoulder.
While we watch the first of our two preliminary bouts, the focus of the evening is on Bernard Hopkins and the Hopkins rattled off 20. Call to face Roy Jones for a big May of 1993. He got a vacant middleweight title, though he lost that fight. That night would prove his career. Roy Jones on the Undercard Stadium in Washington, and then Roy, the two of you fought again.
It was the same thing as usual as my hand speed. My hand speed and my knowledge of the game, and had a lot of experience, but my knowledge was...
That was a privilege that was not available to Bernard. Because
that was, but at the same time, when he got out, he was beating a lot of guys. I was kind of knowing the level, except my hands were quicker.
Meanwhile, adept at finding the target against him.
I think he got Mchuno's respect now.
Figured out Mchuno's rhythm, where his head's going to be for the left hand. Let me get inside a little bit.
As if to say, is this... Yeah, as Usyk was backing up and looking at the something new. Mchuno trying to shock him.
Big shots, and if Mchuno throws a big right overhand left, shot to catch a taller southpaw with him.
Mchuno's a good, these are the rounds where the class generally starts to tell.
Usyk about to triple landed power shots here.
Yeah, Usyk waking up now. Good shot by Usyk.
Speed for a big man on that 1-2. Getting to be a much easier fight now.
Now he's ready. Now start turning the uppercut. Save the left hand like you're going to throw it and fire the right uppercut, then the left hand.
Behind the jab. Double followed by a great straight land.
3 out of 68 punches. Longer round for Usyk. And increasing why there's so much enthusiasm about Oleksandr Usyk.
It's a mixed bag with Usyk. Because of that, I don't see
sure that he's going to land it, then he turns it over like that. Meanwhile, he's like Lomachenko, 80 or 90 mile an hour pitch until they find the opening, like that, say.
And those are the kinds
of course of a long amateur career
pick up over the course of a long, which Anatoly Lomachenko, although
hand speed and accuracy
for a big guy,
cruiserweight.
Yes,
been his trainer since the beginning of his pro. No slouch.
No, not at all. He just turned the mustard on one of those left hands again, like that right there. Yeah,
he's suddenly putting a Thabiso Mchuno, and the guy we were looking at in the first couple of rounds.
6'2" plus guy.
He's back with an unimpeded left counter shot, but that's all right. Usyk is in charge. Mchuno has worn down here now as Usyk is throwing freely.
Yes, he let
Mchuno can handle himself though, like he's still
round 6.
He let Usyk go around him too much. Let Usyk land too many big shots in this round early. So
good left hand.
Good right hook.
Long shots.
He's going flat out. You hang in there.
Speaking about the uppercut in the corner, he asked for the opposite uppercut, but that left uppercut landed instead of the right, and that was the
in round number 6. Now we go to the 7th. Harold Letterman, how do you
58-55, Oleksandr Usyk. So that becomes a 10-8 round that Usyk's getting over this fight. Jim, watch the movement Usyk gives you.
Trying to reestablish himself.
Good counter. But he throws the big ones with big speed.
At the top, if you're not like the answer for me with Usyk is yes, absolutely. Giving people something to watch. A fan of boxing, you will like watching.
On the head, it's the movement. You just don't see directions and shifting gears the way he does. Speed, moves with his upper body. Slips punches with his head.
Those good pity-pat punches until it's time to throw the big ones.
Much more awkward than Mchuno in each progressive round.
And the difference in power punches very demonstrably trying to land one punch at a time. And Usyk is...
Jim.
I said 2 knockdowns. One was ruled a slip.
boxing ball.
No, you could.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
He's put his best on you or something for me.
Round 8 of schedule 12 against Thabiso Usyk with stern counterpunching. But since that time, Usyk has been... There's something playful.
Pitty pat speed punches. I like that.
She throws.
Yeah.
Now is the left across the top. Usyk landing punches in bunches once again. There's the impudence of you. Landing the... Yeah. This was my moment to put on a show. And you hit me.
He's a little bit more offensive here. He probably could be an issue, but stepping around left and stepping around right. Beautiful.
Frustrated Usyk the first 2 or 3 rounds. Since then,
and it's hard against a guy like Mchuno, but see those punches change speed with his punches. Even that too, and with that cut being up over his navel, there's not.
10 seconds. Tell you something, you're a man, he's a man. Let's go.
Cut the ring down. Don't follow him. Cut the ring down.
He ran a good low round left to the back. Tried to do another, then he got hit with a.
This is my show. The nerve.
Idolizes Muhammad Ali, and hard to be that kind of showman against it.
And before you have to Google Ali team.
A day after mine, Hopkins.
Yeah.
Lots of good fighters right now.
Same day as the great Bernard Best.
Usyk doing some good body work in this round.
Yes, he is.
Capricorn is the star
It's
fighter.
around with that left uppercut and it comes with the right hook right down the middle. I love it. Of course, Jim. I mean, come on. If you're a Capricorn, I mean, I say too much, but Capricorns is what it is, you know? Tropical sign on the planet. Doesn't get any better than that.
And Usyk, a Capricorn in this fight for the second time.
Yeah, and that's more fatigue.
Surrounded him. He had him surrounded, and Mchuno said, let me get down here before I land
Good
the punch.
shot.
Good counter shot by Mchuno.
Another good shot by
He hasn't given up.
shot by Mchuno. Now, real fighter break.
Mchuno has done his best fighting of the fight in the last 20 or 30 seconds.
Oh, good shot. Oh,
Usyk
good
lands
shot.
a big left over the top.
Oh, good.
Seconds.
Oh,
After
yeah.
going down for the second time. And now
Does it.
has a TKO over Thabiso.
Performance by Usyk against the guy hit with a vip.
Harold?
Very often, that means you don't want to fight no quit. That's the time.
Winner by KO victory. Here's WBO Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Oleksandr